raw food chef Chaya-Ryvka from thelivingvision.com. This is Living Tree Community Foods, and I have a really easy recipe for you today. I know most of you have probably experienced making nut milks in some form or another, maybe, maybe not. Maybe some of you are still going out and buying your milks for convenience. So today I want to show you a really, really easy but still very delicious way to make your almond milk. Just a little word about Living Tree's almond butter. I know I've mentioned it before, but I feel that it's really important to mention again that this almond butter is cut. So rather than being pressed at high temperatures or ground at high temperatures, which will destroy the oils and cause the almond butter to be lose its integrity, I should say. It's cut in a cold processed manner. So this raw almond butter is really raw, cold processed almond butter, and it's delicious, and it's just kept in all of its integrity. So just to mention that this stuff is amazing and this company is amazing, and I'm going to talk to you about what I've been learning in regards to raw oils. I've been reading the book Fats That Heal and Fats That Kill. You should get your hands on that book, and you will appreciate Living Tree Community Foods so much more. In any case, for the time being, we're just making almond milk the simplest way, using some almond butter and water. Now, in this method, you don't have to pre-soak your nuts. You don't have to use a nut milk bag. You can strain it if you want, because there will be a little bit of fibrous pieces, but that will usually settle to the bottom. Plain almond milk just with water and almond butter is delicious, healthy, and takes just a couple minutes. So what we have here is 5 cups of water, and to that I'm adding 6 tablespoons of the almond butter. And that's it. So if you want to make a small amount of almond milk, say just a cup for yourself in the morning, then just put a cup of water in your blender and a heaping tablespoon of the almond butter and blend, and that's it. And blend it long enough so that any little gritty pieces can be broken down, and then you can drink it, and there's a really nice foam on top right after you blend it. So if you're a person like me who likes to make a hot tea and put some creamy milk in there and enjoys a latte style drink, then right after you make your almond milk is the perfect time to pour some of that into your freshly brewed tea with the foam of the milk. It's really yummy. So let's just blend this, and you can see that milk for yourself. Yeah, so that's all there is to it for a basic almond milk, and I'll open this up now. And you can see how there is just a gorgeous thick layer of foam. I mean, this was at 5 cups of water, and now it's filling the entire blender, so that whole top layer is foam. If you don't want that foam, at first you're going to have to let it sit and settle for the foam to go down. But like I said, it's the perfect time to pour a little into your cup, and you'll get a nice frothy latte style drink. So that is our very basic almond milk, and most people are used to buying the boxes of almond milk or soy milk or rice milk at the store. You might see Hodie's head in the frame now. Do you want to turn around and say hi to everybody, buddy? You want to say hi? Okay, you can smile at me, that works too. And so we're going to turn this into a sweeter vanilla almond milk now. So what I'll do is just take that milk right back, okay, pour it into the blender. And we're using the same amount of almond butter. I have 6 tablespoons of almond butter. I have 5 cups of water. And to that, I'm going to add 3 medjool dates. If you don't have medjool, just, use the equivalent of that in the other dates. So, it might be a little more of deglet or halawi. Now to that, I'm going to add just about 1/8 of a teaspoon of some of Living Tree's vanilla powder. It's a pretty potent stuff, so you don't need a whole lot. And then to bring all the flavors together, I'm going to add a pinch of salt. So just a pinch of sea salt. And now we're going to blend this again until those dates are completely broken down. You don't really want the chunky pieces of date in there. So I'm going to let it go for a little bit, not too long. You just want to make sure it's not getting hot. So when you're blending your dates, you'll notice that at first you'll hear them clanking around in there, and then you'll hear maybe sandy pieces moving. So just keep it going until you don't hear anything at all, and then maybe keep it going a little while longer, and that'll really make it to be smooth and so that those dates are fully emulsified into the milk. Now we have a nice, sweet vanilla almond milk. It's sweet but not too sweet. So you could always taste it and add more dates if that is your preference for a sweeter milk. So again, you've got that gorgeous foam on there. And that was actually mostly foam that went into that cup. Again, you'll let it settle and wait for the foam to go down for just drinking the milk. But it's wonderful for a latte style drink. Okay, now we're going to turn this into our chocolate milk. And if any of you were Ovaltine fans as a child, this is so much better. And so simple. Dates, salt, vanilla, and chocolate, raw chocolate powder. It can't get simpler or healthier than that if you're drinking chocolate milk. So we've got the same amount of water. That was 5 cups of water. We've got 6 tablespoons of almond butter. And in the chocolate milk, we're adding 8 medjool dates instead of 3. So I'm just going to add about 5 of them. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And because the chocolate will hide the flavor of vanilla more than the plain milk, we're going to add a little bit more vanilla. You know, chocolate and vanilla are divine lovers, so we like to put them together. So the vanilla in the chocolate milk is 3/4 of a teaspoon. And then we're also going to add another small pinch of salt because it will help to balance out the flavors with the chocolate. Not much, just another small pinch. And for the chocolate, we're just adding 3 tablespoons of some raw cacao powder. So there's that, and that's all there is to it. So you're hearing my son in the background. Hopefully maybe he'll come up and say at least bye-bye at the end of this. Okay, so once again, we're going to blend this, and again, you're listening for the dates. At first you'll hear them, then they'll get quieter and quieter, and when you don't hear them anymore, just let it go a little while longer, and it'll be done. Also, I'd love for you to just let's take a close-up here, if you can see the separation between the foam on top and the almond milk now. You can see there's about 3 cups of foam on there. And if you want to get the almond milk without the foam, then you can just scoop that foam off and then pour out your almond milk. But I love the foam. Okay, so we're going to get blending. Here we go. Okay, so it's blended. It sounds good. It looks great. This is not a dark, bitter chocolate drink. This is really like a nice, creamy milk chocolate, very much similar to Ovaltine. I was quite surprised because as a child I did like that stuff. But this is so much better. And as I mentioned in the beginning of the video, if you prefer having no fiber in your milk, you can strain this, but this has a lot less fiber than your almond milk that you make from whole almonds anyhow, because it's a butter first. So you're not going to have a lot, and I find especially the almond milk doesn't need any straining, and I think I said the chocolate almond milk doesn't need any straining. The regular almond milk, I find it to be quite pleasant just as is, but if you really want you want it without any fibrous or texture, then just put that through your nut milk bag, and you won't even have to squeeze it. It just literally has very few pieces, or you know, a very small lining of the almond skin on there. So let's just pour a little cup of our chocolate almond milk. You can see that line down there. I'm going to see if we can get just the chocolate out. And there you have it. If you want this to be like a cocoa, you could always just keep it going for a while if you want it to be warm, and hold your hand on the outside of the blender. It won't take too long, maybe a minute or two, and it'll start to get slightly warm, and you can have a nice frothy warm chocolate milk. So this is really easy. You could do it. Your children could do it. All right, let's say bye-bye. Bye-bye. I'm raw food chef Chaya-Ryvka. This is our little fun-having boy who's been in the background today, Hodaya Ketriel. We're from thelivingvision.com here with Living Tree Community Foods, and we will see you again very soon. Bye.